back to another edition of Real Riders Ride. I'm your boy, the Spoiler, and today we're talking about the Milwaukee MC set. With us is the Milwaukee Deuce Riders. Now, that being said, I've watched these cats do their thing. I've watched these cats run their lane. I've watched these cats pay respect to the old school cats on the set. So now, it's their time to shine, to let you know how they get down. And you may not necessarily do your club like they do their club, but that's why they run their lane, because they're doing their thing, not your thing. So, I'm going to introduce you to the president, my man Tommy Gons, and then he's going to go down the line and introduce you to his crew and tell you what he wants you to know about the Deuce Riders. Tommy Gons.
I'm Tommy Gons, president of Deuce Riders, Milwaukee MCs. This is my BP right here. This is Caesar. This is my Sergeant Iron, Big Dog. That's our road captain, Mr. Osho. We got other road captain, Little Mike. In the back here, we got Smooth. We got Secretary Colossus, our tail gunner, Mad Dog. That's our enforcer back there, that's Dookie. And this our other Sergeant Arms, that's King Suge. And I just like to say, we come from, our mother chapter started in 1999 out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. We transitioned over to Waukegan, Illinois. That's what me and Caesar became a part of. Being in Waukegan for about 3 years, maybe 4, it was basically, we did what we had to do over there, where the president of the mother chapter called us up and told us it's time for us to shine, to get our groove on in our hometown. So we basically came here 2 years ago, me and Caesar, with the dream of getting Deuce Riders to Milwaukee. And we went out, we sought our brothers. The first one to join our club was Big Dog. And basically what you see here is what we set out to do, to get our club, to get the members that we want, that ride the iron, and show everybody love. That's what we're about. And Caesar, what you want to say?
Well, I just want to say that we selective about the people that we put in our club.
Sure.
We don't go out and we don't try to take members from other clubs. Mm-hmm. We want people who, this is their first club, to grow with us.
Sure.
This is kind of our baby. So, after getting the blessing from Rock Hill, South Carolina, coming here, we had the intentions on just blowing up.
Now,
blowing up here.
Here's the question. Now, why Waukegan first and then here?
Well, when we kind of got recruited in Waukegan, Guns had got in touch with then president of the Waukegan chapter, and he invited us to come out and fellowship with him. They had this common thing. He'd been rolling Deuce for I don't know how long,
right?
And these was Deuce Riders.
Okay. So
he was like, man, this got to be like fate. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a match made in heaven. So we went there, and immediately the brothers that was in the club, we bonded with them.
Okay.
So once we got there, the then president, he kind of stepped down. He was in his back was bad, so he was getting out. He was transitioning out of the club, so he was trying to pass the torch on. Mm-hmm. So he passed it on to Guns, and he pretty much told us, to run with it. So we was in Waukegan, but we couldn't grow there.
Okay.
We couldn't grow in Waukegan. It's smaller, and it really wasn't a lot of clubs there at the time. Sure. And us coming from Milwaukee, going to Waukegan, and it just wasn't working.
Mm-hmm. You weren't living in Waukegan.
No, we wasn't living in Waukegan.
Okay.
And then later on, we found out there was a lot of don'ts that we was doing at the time.
Okay.
That we didn't know about.
Sure.
So once we got deeper into it, we knew we had to come. Okay. We had to come to Milwaukee.
Got it.
And like Caesar said, I basically for about 20 years been repping Deuce. That was our thing. That was our little clique growing up in Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. So when the president of Deuce Riders, Waukegan, reached out to me, I'm like, something's just meant to be. Okay. Here he reached out to me. The club is Deuce. I've been repping Deuce about 20-something years. It's just meant to be. Okay. So here we are now.
And so now you come to Milwaukee when?
We actually came to Milwaukee 2 years ago.
Okay, 2 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. So when you come to Milwaukee, what did you have? What did you have to work with?
Really nothing.
Right.
Really nothing.
There was four.
It was four members.
4 members.
It was 4 members from Milwaukee.
Okay.
And unfortunately, one member didn't last. But
People come, people
right,
go.
people, right, exactly.
It's a revolving
Right.
door.
But like Caesar said, we trying to stay away from. We don't want people that's club hopping.
Okay.
We're not looking for that.
Okay.
Because if you club hop, you come here, you're gonna hop somewhere else.
Gotcha.
So we basically looking for the virgin.
Gotcha.
I don't want me to say it like that, but we're basically looking for the virgin. Somebody that we can, mold like we was mold.
Sure.
Like I said earlier, we're dinosaurs.
Uh-huh.
We want the young blood in here. So when we die off, it's somebody to carry on our name.
Okay.
Because we want Deuce Riders. We want to do 30, 40 years. We want to be around.
Now, 2 years, that ain't a slow build. That's to what you got.
Right.
Now. To what you got now.
Right.
It's kind of slow
But
build.
we did what we sit back and we listen to everybody. We take bits and pieces from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like the OGs, we sit down, we listen to everybody.
Sure.
So we know the right way to do it. It's the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it.
Okay.
And to show love, you got to show love and give it and get it back.
Sure.
We try to go out, we try to support everybody. But our motto is we fuck with those that fucks with us. And we stand tall on that.
There it is. So now, Mother Chapter, what are they thinking about how Deuce Riders is rolling?
Oh, they're loving it. They're loving it.
They're liking it.
They're loving it.
Yeah, loving it. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So now, when I come to my younger cats in this thing, how you seeing this thing?
I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. It's cool. I used to be in the club where it was all crotch rockets.
Sure.
And now
And that's a different feel.
it's
that's a
it's
different
way
feel.
different. But I started on the gold wing.
Okay.
So I
Oh,
know.
So you got a
Yeah,
little
I switched up.
Right.
But now I'm around all crotch rock. Cruisers and things like that. So it's like, but I still love my crotch rocket.
Oh no,
And
that's the thing that too. I don't want people to ever take away that if you have an all sport like club,
right.
that's cool. If that's you run your lane.
Right.
Stop doing the wild shit on the street, but run your
Right,
lane.
exactly.
And at some point, if you transitions, that's cool too. But don't get here and act like you're doing something fucking new.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You're gonna hear that as a common theme of any interview I say. There ain't nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Technology changes, but it's still just a wheel.
Right.
Still just a wheel. So now, how you really feeling this thing as far as what do you want to impart with folks that may want to do a cruiser thing or bagger thing or not just being crotch rockets and shit like that.
Sure, I say go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking.
Hey, tell them come see you.
I'm looking.
Come see you. Come on. I'll talk to you later. How about that? So, man, Big Dog, we all had conversations about a lot of things, and we understand that we have a lot of things in common in how we see things.
Right.
So, how are you seeing this set thing?
Big man, I'm gonna tell you this. How I started off, I walked in someplace and I looked at the guy, and the guy said, "You know how to ride a motorcycle?" I said, "No." He said, "You know how to ride stick shift?" I said, "No." He said, "You know how to ride a bicycle?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, you know how to do one thing." So he told me, man, I tell everybody this story, man. I said, he told me, go down there tomorrow to this alley, and you gon' old man, and you talk to him. I go down there, the man said, come back tomorrow with a pack of cigarettes and gasoline and a helmet. What? Okay. First day, I get on it. I go down the alley. Now, I fill his tank up. I give him a cigarette. I go down the alley, turn around, come back. The man say, okay, you done for the day, and sent me home. Because, see, I was too excited.
Right.
But me, I'm mad. I done filled up this man tank.
Right, I'm ready to go.
Man, he used all that gas, smoked the whole pack of cigarettes. next day I come back. I gotta come back with gasoline and a pack of cigarettes. Now I'm going up and down the alley on ride and everything. Third day. He said, come here. I said, yeah. He said, you like this bike? I said, yeah. He said, get that man $250. He said, that's your bike, right up and down this alley. Up and down the alley. Now, our set night was the same night. So everybody came. We was gone. Man, I've been riding, and you see how I ride, man.
Sure.
I've been riding ever since, man. And the only thing I can say is, you know what? People sit there, and what they mess up at is, they forget where they came from. I ain't never dissed my first club I ever been in. When I left respectfully. I left and sat out for 2.5 years. Now, you know, some people sit out 30 days, some people sit out 3 days.
Right.
Right? You know, 2.5 years, I sat out. You know what I'm saying? They said, why you leave? Hey man, you know, things change. I changed. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta respect somebody that brought you in this to teach you the stuff to get you started. I ain't know nothing about the MC. The only thing I knew was when I was younger, the Puerto Rican put me on the back of the motorcycle and I wanted to ride one day. That was it. I ain't know nothing about it.
Sure.
So, you know, that's what I always tell people. Don't, you know, if you're gonna leave a club, leave it the same. It's just like a relationship. Walk out of it the same way you walked in it. And it, right, because you know what? When I come around them, guess what? They still say. One man told his club member, "Hey man, you see this man right here? Yeah." He said, "I just have to take my vest off if you mess with him and knock you out." First of all, that's your club man. I ain't even your club member no more.
Right.
But see, that's how the respect me and him have for each other. Because you know what? I walked out of it the same way I walked in it. I ain't disrespect. I ain't put all on Facebook, nothing like that. That's what these young cats got to stop doing, man. It's just like, you know what? If you gonna leave. But leave respectfully, do what you gotta do, pay your dues and all that other stuff and go on with your life.
So now, I see you got some OGs in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Let's talk about these OGs. What's going on back here?
Well, I met Guns and Caesar about 2 years ago. It was at, was it Caesar training how to ride a bike?
He was training
Brotherhood.
yeah.
Yeah, his brother how to ride a bike. And just rolled up on him. One thing led to the next. You know, but he showed pretty love, man. And the interest was, they chased me for about a year. About a year we kept up ahead, so I was going down to Waukegan with them.
It's like that relationship thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, there you go.
You know, you give them the flowers and, you know, the chocolates and the flowers and first, you know what I'm saying?
Now we don't give them nothing no more. We don't even kiss them goodnight.
So we did, started off with going to Waukegan. I went to Waukegan with them a few times, and you know, I just had to sit back and think on it. And, you know, the vibe was smooth. So, you know, I've always liked to ride. I've always rode alone. I've had 2 accidents on the bike, alone. You know? So I just figured,
That's a different segment.
it's different. It's a whole new different flavor, you know. So I figured why not just show some love and just get a brotherhood, you know. And I love what's going on right here. We small, but we smooth. And I like the vibe.
Say my name.
The vibe is nice.
That's smooth right there.
The vibe is real nice. Now they done cut my wings a little bit because I'm a speed freak.
Oh yeah, we gotta reel him in.
So,
He's
a speed.
hey, there's a reason. There's a reason why.
He's back in business now.
Right.
That's the technical difficulty.
No doubt. Oh, we have those.
If you were live, I'd be like, son of a... bullshit.
No, you gotta edit that. That's sort of like, that's real life though. That's
Hey,
what happens.
that's why I was like, yeah, you can
Difficult.
cuss because I cuss all right. So, you were saying
No doubt.
you learned...
Well, actually, the first time I ever rode a bike, you know, I basically learned how to ride a bike naturally, just like I did a stick shift.
It's
Just
the
by
same
watching
kind of
people,
principle.
I used to watch my dad. He drove a stick shift, an old British car. It was a Triumph TR6 or whatever. So I learned how to drive a stick. I saw the bike, and a friend of mine had one in the 90s. And I said, this is the same concept, you know, you got the clutch, but you know, you got it with the hand and the shifter, you know, with the foot, you know, a little bit different, but same concept. So I got on the bike, I rode for a whole day, my friend's bike, and then ever since then I was like, man, I'm gonna get me a bike. So I'm in my 20s at that time. So I never did get the bike. I always wanted one. Last year, I'm just bent on, I'm gonna get me a bike, you know. So I decided to start looking for a bike. I'm looking around. So I probably looked at maybe 20 bikes. This is my brother-in-law right here. So I told him. He's right.
You already in trouble.
Exactly.
So you already in trouble.
Yeah, right.
You already in trouble.
He riding. I see him riding sometimes, you know, but I tell him, you know, look, I'm gonna get me a bike, you know. So he like, man, yeah, get you one. So he tell me about this club that he's in. So I'm like, okay, you know, I have these dinners every weekend. Last summer, I'm throwing all these dinners, so he finally bring them over. I'm just on the verge of, I'm gonna pick me out a bike.
Okay.
You know? So
what are you looking at
everything
this
is
time?
working.
What
I'm looking on Craigslist, anywhere I can look. I'm going to bike stores. Yeah, I tried to buy his.
What kind of bike are you looking at?
So I'm looking at mainly like touring bikes, you know, cruisers, you know, but I like the Harley. I love the Harley look. You know, I'm like, okay, I like the Harley, but I started seeing other bikes that was similar to Harleys that, you know, got some of the same features. So, long story short, he introduced me to them. I meet Guns, I think, and who else I meet that night?
Caesar.
Caesar and you,
Yeah.
So, and Blue. So I meet all of them. They, you know, pretty smooth guys. You know, they came to my house. They was respectful. You know, you know, a lot of people have an idea about bikers and them being rowdy and, you know, disorderly and everything
And
else.
they can be.
And they can be. And they can be. But I meet these guys. They laid back. They smooth. You know, and I kind of like. So, you know, I'm liking their style, you know. So I tell them, yeah, you know, I'm getting ready to get me a bike. So I eventually picked a Yamaha.
Okay.
V-Star 1100.
Okay.
So shortly after that, I'm riding with them. I'm going around with them. I'm liking the vibe.
Checking out the set.
Exactly. I'm checking out the sets. I'm liking the vibe of the club, you know, and what they're doing. One thing I can say.
You're seeing how they get down.
Exactly. So I'm seeing how they get down. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to join the club.
Okay.
So, and I think that was one of the best things I did because, you know, I'm a busy man. I'm doing a lot of things, but sometimes I think all of us need something that's bigger than ourselves in our lives. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like having this brotherhood, you know, I am a part of something that's bigger than myself. So not only am I representing myself, like, you know, my president always say, you know, when we out here, we represent everybody in our club.
Sure.
You know, and I just like being a part of it, you know. So, like he said, I got a beautiful bike now.
Right.
My Yamaha V-Star 1100 is now a hybrid.
With a hell of a transition.
It looks like a Harley.
It went from a plain ass Yamaha to some classy ass little shit. And that's
With a while on the internet, you got it.
I did. That's what I did. I went crazy. And once I started buying parts for it,
You got a lock on that motherfucker.
So every time he show up at a meeting, you gotta go see what's new.
There you go.
pretty much.
I mean, what the hell is this? That wasn't on that last meeting.
Pick it out.
Right.
Pick it out.
And we have a meeting every 2 weeks, so you can imagine.
So you a treat coming up.
no
This
doubt.
cat gonna roll up with you.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, the one thing about this club is, like, I think, you know, like, for instance, you know, we got an enforcer, we got road captain, we got president, vice president, sergeant at arms. Everybody has been picked for a position, and I believe that it fits them. You know what I'm saying?
What they do and what
we
their
all can work
Right.
together as a unit together just like a team, like a basketball team.
Make it
You
work.
know, everybody got that part, and they play that part,
Sure.
and they know exactly what to do.
I'm still learning, man.
Yeah.
Let's stay where you at back there. Right.
Man, you know,
No doubt, no
I'm not used
doubt.
to being last in nothing, but
Hey, I like
you gotta
to
accept
just
your
chime in.
fate.
Like everybody got their back patch. We also got a front patch
Sure.
Yeah.
right here.
Right.
It's our Deuce cards.
Okay. Broke that reference.
And basically what it represents is two wheels together to represent this Deuce lifestyle.
That's right.
That's what this card is all about.
Got
That's
it.
right.
You know, so when you join the club, you're gonna have a P on your back.
Okay.
You know, you're gonna hang out. You're gonna be hanging around first, then you're gonna prospect. You will get this card because you represent us. You're not gonna have nothing on your back, but you're gonna have this. This is what we represent right here.
Got
This
it.
is our lifestyle right here. We represent this Deuce lifestyle, and we represent it to the fullest.
Now, what do the other patches represent? If you
The other patches is what we do. It's like an incentive. You know, we got 4 things we do that's mandatory.
Okay.
As far as going to set nights, going to annuals, we don't try to make everybody do that because we know you got families.
Right.
You go if you want to go. But we got 4 things in our club a year that's mandatory that you have to do.
Okay.
Okay, now, it's on you to get these other patches. We got a point
Part of
system.
the
Yes.
mandatories.
Right.
If you
No,
want
this
to-
is not
No, it's not
mandatory.
mandatory.
This is not mandatory.
Mandatory.
Mandatory, our 4 things is mandatory.
Okay.
These here is on you.
Oh, okay.
That's
got
what's
it.
If you wanna, if you wanna have a vest that ain't got nothing on it,
Right.
then don't ever go nowhere. As long as you attend the mandatory thing and attend the amount of meetings that you're supposed to attend, that's on you.
All right.
But if you want to walk around with a naked vest, I mean, we got a couple people that ain't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna use Dookie for example. Okay,
All right.
Dookie don't go to.
but he's getting to the point now where his points are coming up.
Okay.
So these are based off a point system, and it's all about getting out, doing what you need to do.
So
Where you get
Showing love.
Yeah,
You
earn
get points for
showing love to other
showing
clubs.
love. You get points for being going somewhere on your iron.
Okay.
You get points for going out of town. You know, everything's a point system.
You get points for
You know,
like doing
so-
doing club work.
We got exactly like 5 patches. The last patch to get is the Master Joke.
Okay.
That's, you know, like 17,000 points.
Okay.
But
I'll
you
be
gotta
there
have
for-
4. You can go out and
I'll
get
be there for
17,000
4.
points, but you still gotta get time in where you gotta have 4 years.
Okay.
You gotta do 4 years.
So now, if I'm calculating this right, as far as Deuce riders based on cards, point systems,
Yes.
and that, am I tracking it?
Yes,
correctly?
You are.
exactly.
Right.
Tracking it. Okay. Because I want the people that
Right.
see the thing, you know, have an understanding of
And
what that
that's
is.
what, like talking to other people, and I try to tell them, he says it's kind of hard to get our members to go. And I try to time, I said, give them incentive. You know,
Okay.
it's not all about like everything on your right side, that's your side. You can do what you want to do over here.
Okay.
Everything on your left side, that's club business.
Gotcha.
So everything over here is what the club gives you.
And this is where, too, when you're talking to people that don't know motorcycle clubs, if they just see a motorcycle club, they think patches, they think
Right.
Sons of Anarchy and all that other.
Right.
Right.
And not that I'm knocking the TV show, it's just that, again.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
So,
A motorcycle, the only thing that's similar about a motorcycle club is that, 1, they should ride a motorcycle, and 2, they got on cuts.
Right.
What your cuts represent and what your club represent is uniquely to your club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing I try to impart people that are not part of it and think it's just Sons of Anarchy or just think everybody's this, that, and the
Right.
other. No, those are the 2 major distinctions about a motorcycle club. Yes,
what I
sir.
would like to say about the patches, man, is that not only the incentive there to get your patch, but that gives you the motivation to be involved in your club. I mean, I got mine. You know what I'm saying? I got mine in less than a year, about a year. But the point is, when I got that patch, the adrenaline flow and the rush was over here.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm working on that second one. I want it now. I want it like yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's stopping me is I don't have that extra free
It's
time
all about the love.
to do it like I was doing it before.
Oh,
But I guarantee you, before the end of this year, I'm gonna have that second pack.
you in it. You
I'm
in it.
in it. I'm in it to win it.
Yeah,
You know
you'll
what
have
I'm
it
saying?
right behind me. Behind my second.
And see, with them, it's like a race, because they like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
want our best to look like y'all. Right. So, you know, it's like simply writing right here, so. Because they actually got their first back on the same day, so.
The thing is, let them motherfuckers run on the wall. My mama said, don't run on the wall.
Hey, I'm just saying.
But I mean, it just adds to your patch and your best, and you get to tell people about this.
Right,
You know,
right.
so
So
like,
now, can you tell the people exactly what your patch is?
okay, this here is, my first patch is a commitment patch.
Okay.
That's your commitment patch. I'm not gonna put it out there what the points, you know, how many points it is, but to do what you need to do, your first set of patch is your commitment patch.
Okay.
That shows people that you're committed to this Deuce lifestyle.
Okay.
Okay, your second patch that you get
Dedication.
is a dedication. You're already committed. So now you work even harder, you're dedicated to this. Your third patch is your loyalty patch. That's when you look at it, be like, okay, now everybody see, he's loyal. We look at that like, okay, you done proved yourself to us. Here go your loyalty patch. You done did what we needed you to do to earn your points. Your fourth patch is honor. Where it's like we're showing you, we respect you. We respect you for this club, but you doing what we need you to do. So you our brother, so we got that.
Right.
Like the last patch is your Joker patch. That's the master patch.
That's the master.
You can't go no higher than that.
Right.
And that there is like, once you get that, you're there. You're at that level.
What you got to do that?
That's 17,000 points. I will say that.
Okay.
That's 17,000
You gotta have
points.
that time.
You got it
And
in
4
4
years.
years.
Time, man.
And all it is
Is
going
that
out.
similar to lifer patch?
No,
No, that's not a lifer patch.
no. Cause
That's
you
a
could,
whole nother thing.
Yeah.
These are Deuce's wild
Yeah.
patch for
Yeah.
life patch.
But
That's
that
like-
means you coming up on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Deuce's wild.
Exactly.
right, cause you done been in it 4 years, but you know, most lifers are 10 years or more.
God damn it, y'all playing cards on this one.
That's the whole thing about the card. That's the whole thing about the card.
Right.
You know, it's the cards.
Right. I'm tracking it. You know,
It's the card.
I never knew that. That's
Yeah.
why
Wow.
I just
It's
fuck
gotta
with you
be
because I
Deuce's
fuck with you.
And we love that. We love that. That's what it's all about. It's all about the Deuce. So that's the card. So yeah, that's what it's all about.
We know true. You know the Deuce trumps the ace when you play Deuce's wild. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing that people should know about when you're talking about joining an organization and why you join that organization. It's not just because, oh, they got some bikes
Right.
and they like to ride.
Right.
No, they get some bitches.
Right.
Right.
They, oh,
Right,
they,
right,
you know,
right.
this, that, and the other. It becomes more than that.
This right here, man. I'm telling you right now, man. I mean, I'm 50. I just turned 58 years old. This is my first real club I've been in. I've been riding for about 30 years plus. You know, and I've been down twice, and I still ain't getting off no steel. You know, but the point is, the affection that I got from them two, and then this one right here, convinced me this is where I want to be at. You know, I'm a loner. I've always been a loner, and I still have loner tendencies, and they're kind of breaking me out.
Oh
of that.
yeah.
But the thing is, the love is strong here.
Okay.
And I feel that love. And when I feel that love, then I got to reciprocate by showing it back. So I'm going to do what I do. They kind of pull me out my shell a little bit because, man, I get on that shit, I'm gone. I'm in the wind. You know what I'm saying? I'm
We
in
have to
110.
reel him
no
in.
things
We have
for
to
me.
reel him back in.
You know what I'm saying? But this right here, these brothers right here, we all have a special quality. And I love it, each and every one of them. And I appreciate it. And I just want to grow with them.
And that's like you said, we try to show them that, you know, you got your family, you got blood family,
Right.
but sometimes shit, blood family treats you the worst.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But all these people right here, sitting right here with us right now, any given time, we have a page. Matter of fact, I was out of town one day when our members went down.
Okay.
I'm about ready to get in the shower. I look at the page, and to get our attention, the member that just left, he's on there saying, help, help, I need help, I need help. That draws everybody's attention. So what's going on? He told us he went down. immediately. He just getting out the shower in Milwaukee.
I came with a t-shirt.
He came with t-shirt wet, so, but that's the love, you know. And anytime you need one of them, it's just a phone call away, or we hit that page, you know. And what we do whenever we anywhere, hit that page. Whenever you make it home, hit that page. And like I said, with him, when he came on the scene, showed us a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, like I said, me and Caesar don't know, but teach old dog new tricks.
Sure.
I'm good for that.
Sure.
There's a lot of shit I don't know. You know, and every time I get a chance, I tell him, thank you. You know, that's our road captain.
Yeah.
He came in and, I mean, we came in, we was raggedy. Big dog showed us ways to ride. We started riding. And I can see the change that what we do now, you know, and yeah, and I give him props for that all the time. I'm never the one to say, you know, I'm gonna show them love to let them know, keep doing what you're doing, because we appreciate that.
Kept me from getting evicted.
You know, now see, that's okay. Now that we wasn't gonna talk about, and he bringing it up, and since he said it, we'll talk about that. So since he said about it, you know, that was something that we was gonna. That's in house. So when we did what we did, it was like for everybody that's sitting right here right now, that's between us. You know, and just to show he tells us all the time what breaks up a club when it comes down to the money. If everybody's putting their dues in and, you know, any given time, they want to see the books, here go the books right here.
Exactly. Right. It's one of those things. And I'll interject because I'm very passionate about this. Your books should be open to your membership.
Exactly.
Right.
Right? There's two things that break up clubs. Bitches and money.
Yep.
There we go.
And non-riders.
All money and bitches.
And non-riders. And non-riders.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So your books, if you have, remember, your board members are above board, right?
Right.
Now you look at them books anytime you want to.
Right.
Meet me at the joint. There you go, right? And you'll see, well, X, Y, and you can question why this is spent, why
It's
that
your
was
money.
spent.
Right.
Right.
You can question that, and that's cool.
Right.
I'm gonna have an answer for you.
Right.
And what you supposed to? Because if
Yeah.
ain't no answer, okay,
Exactly.
why am I putting my money in somewhere and I can't see my money?
And we audit the books.
Right? And it's not, everything is to keep the machine running.
Right.
No doubt.
It's not for my own personal gain. Because personally, I put more into it
It's like
Right.
church,
than you're
right?
paying motherfucking dues.
Right.
Like
Oh,
church.
definitely.
You gotta keep the lights on in the church.
see
You gotta
what I'm
pay your
saying?
tithes, right?
Right.
You gotta pay your tithes.
Right. Why? Because I fucking believe in it.
Right.
The dedication of it.
Right.
So while you're questioning this and that and the other, look, let me tell you what I spent on this motherfucker today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you question me, you better be ready to go.
Exactly.
Right.
Because after that, now I got your ass.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And like he just said, we just went through this, and when we did what we did, we was like, even they didn't know. Only people that knew was the people that needed to be there that knew. So we told him, you ain't got to worry about nobody knowing this.
Yeah, it was done.
You know, it's done.
It's
But
just
since he brought it up, it was like
just a love.
he needed some money. It's like, okay, we sit down. We can't answer this. We need to get the other people that need to be sitting down with us, and we do this. You know, we did what we need to do for him. He was happy. We took care of business.
But I appreciate
They good.
love, man.
And that's the way it goes.
Right.